Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room Recap for Wednesday, October the 5th. My name is Barry Anderson. I'm the moderator of our trading room. It's a free room. I share my screen all day long, and I'm live on the mic between 9 a.m. and usually till about 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Sometimes I knock it off a little bit earlier, but I'll just say 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And if you'd like to take out a subscription to Trade Ideas, just type this into your browser, click on it, and you'll be taken to a subscription page with a promo code. Well, all I can say is this today was a fantastic, fantastic day. Not just for me personally, I'm sure many in the room experienced it. Holly was absolutely on fire today. This was a day, I remember being in a room a long time ago, and a guy said something kind of interesting. He said, every month there's maybe 4 or 5 days in which you can really make some good money, and it's kind of important to try to capitalize on those days. And the rest of the month, for the balance, 16 days or so of the trading days, 16, 17 of the trading days, it can be a bit of a grind. Now, listen, with Trade Ideas and Holly, as far as I'm concerned, every day can be pretty good, but some days obviously are a lot better, and today was just one of those days. Holly was just absolutely on fire. I cannot go over every trade, but it's just astonishing how well she acted. Now, here is me on a personal note, what I did today. Now, the first thing I did, and something a little out of the ordinary for me, was Twitter. And by the way, I'm still in this trade right here, this Bristow. I'll go over this. I've just made a little over $1 on this. I've traded out some on the way up, but I'll go over this trade a little bit later and why I took it. But Twitter. So again, I don't usually do something like this, but I actually was, my pre-market work. I was reading. Of course, I saw the gap up, but I also read somewhere, it's at the Wall Street Journal, was reporting that it looked like three companies, Salesforce, CRM, Disney, and Google, may be making a play for Twitter by the end of this week, sometime this week. So it's not so much whether it's true or not. It doesn't, I mean, it matters, of course, but a lot of people will read that. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to take some Twitter. So I actually got it in the pre-market right here at 24.30. And this really on this pop up here, I sold some at 24.77, and let's see, 24.77. I'm still, I haven't sold anything else. Still in this one. Love to see it break 25. Just 1 second, please. All right, sorry about that. Just had to close down a couple of things, my my alerts. So anyway, I am still in this one, and I don't know exactly what I'm going to do by the end of the day, because as fast as these rumors happen, the rumor could come out tomorrow that nobody's interested in Twitter, and it could drop $5. So I really don't know what I'm going to do. More than likely, I will sell out my position. I just don't. I just want to be caught with it. Now, BRS, which I'm still in. What a great trade. This is an early Holly trade, and okay, this was an early Holly trade. You can see right here the alert was at 14.45. Now, because I was actually in a couple of other trades right at the beginning at home, which was just taking ATHM was taking up way too much of my time. I had to follow it really closely because it was kind of whipping up and down. And because of that, I did see this one, and I liked it a lot because when I looked at the daily chart, you can see that it had a little bit of a void. Remember now we got the alert right here at 14:45 or 14:45 right there. Had a nice, a potential little void play. Again, people ask me because we had a lot of Holly trades today. Which ones? How do you know which ones to take? So there's for me personally, when I take a look at the daily chart like this, a daily or / weekly chart like this, and I look left and I don't see very much resistance, those are the trades that I really like to take when I get alerted from Holly. So with that in mind, I did, let me just click on it again. So here was the alert at 14:45. So I did miss it. I did miss the initial pop. And I was sort of bemoaning the fact that I did miss it because look what it did. 1445, it popped right up to 1483 really, really quickly. And then it came back down. Started watching it again. And that's how what we say to do. Remember now, these are all the Holly alerts. Just because Holly gets out of a trade. And Holly took, I mean, only took a 26-cent profit for Bristol, okay? Only took a 26 cents profit because of this whippy action. So she locked in the profit. But as we try to tell people, the Holly alerts all day long are a great watch list. So again, what I did is I started watching this right here, and then I just looked so strong, and I took the trade at 1480. And I got out some at 15, broke over 15. Actually, I took a little bit out at 1492 because I wasn't 100% sure it was going to be able to break 15. So I took a little bit out at 1492 just in case it couldn't break 15. Then, of course, it broke 15. Took some out at 1523, and just before I did the video, I took some out at 1580. I'm in at 1480, so I got $1 on that last bit. So turned out to be just a great trade. And really not that difficult a trade. Had some topping tails here, but generally speaking, it was just pretty much steady all the way up. So that turned out to be a great trade. Cara, I mean Cara. Ultimately, it didn't turn out to be in terms of the percentage gain didn't turn out to be that great. The original Cara alert was at, just 1 second, please. Maintain on my other screen. I just want to make sure I'm following the my BRS. Okay, so Cara. Now it has come back. I am out of Cara right now, but Cara was originally alerted at 918 right there. And then actually was alerted again. This was what we call first to the party. And I got in at 920, and I sold some out up in this area. So again, it wasn't a huge profit increase or percentage increase, but not bad at all. I mean, again, once I'm in Twitter, which turned out to be a great trade, the BRS, which was turning out to be a great trade, I really didn't need too much for subsequent trades. But interestingly, it also alerted again on the first to the party, and say here, it was also a strong stock pulling back. Right here, strong stock pulling back. So at 923, so we had two alerts for it. We had one at 918 on sort of what they call first to the party. It got in and out, and then on this move right here when it pulled back, could have got in right here. And again, it's still, I should preface this. It actually isn't a bad percentage gain, but compared to some of the other moves, and I have to show you the one that I actually missed, which was really too bad. NBY, or not NBY, look at this one. 785 was the alert. And I actually had an alert here, a price on my price alerts on my I put an alert on the chart. You can see maybe why on the daily chart, why I had put an alert there. Actually, I'm going back a fair amount. It was just, I guess, on the 8 break. Sorry about that. Just have to. Uh, okay, bear with me as I scroll back to today. Okay, so I had to put an alert. I'd put an alert on the 8 break, but Holly actually caught it just a little bit earlier at 785. Let me just get to the 15-minute chart. So she had caught it at 785 right here. And look at this move, 785 to a high of 958. Now you talk about a percentage increase. That is phenomenal, and really all the way up. Now the problem is that I missed it, and at this point I just felt like it was a chase. Obviously, in retrospect, it would have been okay to chase it, but it's just not part of my nature to chase things like this, and I just missed it. I was watching it right here, but then it just popped, and I just didn't feel like chasing it. Though on this next candle, 834, to 944, $1. But there were so many fantastic, fantastic trades from Holly today. Just too many to even count. Look at look at our risk on. Here's the risk off. So what this means is on all the Holly trades, when she's stopped out of the trades, either because of a time stop or a profit save. Remember, she got out of BRS really early. And that was because it was kind of going up and down a little bit. So, this was what we call the risk off, which is basically where Holly exits the trades. And this is how we compare ourselves to the SPY. This is the number that we use. However, as we've said, look at this. It's almost $10 if you kept looking, kept watching the watch list that Holly creates and start to play around it, when Holly gets back. Say Holly gets stopped out of something and you just put an alert back at the original entry and you see what's happening. See if it's trading from a good pattern. Or Holly stops out of a trade and maybe it's just sort of stalling. This is what BRS was doing. It was just kind of stalling just a little bit. And, once it started to move again, that's when I decided to enter it. You don't have to take every Holly trade. I mean, look, there's so many. There's no way I could take them all. But again, the way I like to choose them is if I have a lot, I'll just absolutely just take a look at the daily and the weekly chart and see if it's setting up for the way I like to trade. So again, you don't have to say, well, how do I take every trade? You don't have to take every trade, but I would encourage you to watch that, especially on a day like today, to have this as a great watch list to just keep watching all day long. All right, well, I definitely want to get back to, and this is actually one I'm going to keep watching. NBY. We had a Holly alert early on it, and now another one. So it is triggered in two strategies. If it gets back up to this level, I may have to take a crack at it. It's always nice to see a stock being alerted in two different strategies that were optimized for today. All right, well, listen, that's it for today. What a fantastic day. Just to let you know, we are going to have another open house, what we call an open house, in which you'll be able to you'll be able to take all of the entire program, everything we have to offer for the whole week. I think it's going to be the last week of October and maybe to October 31st, which is the Monday. It might include October 31st, the Monday, but certainly the Monday previous, Monday to Friday, and again, maybe the Monday, October 31st. We're going to offer trade ideas, everything, live, real time, Holly, in other words, our premium service. I think we'll charge something like $6.99 for the week for you to take the program. And that's what we did last time. What we try to do is once a quarter for a week, we open it up to everybody. And so if you're at all interested, I will be putting the links in the trading room. I think I'm going to have a link starting next week. There's no sign up yet, so don't ask me for a sign up link right now. But I'll be putting the links in the trading room next week for sure, which you can sign up for it and get prepared. So be exciting. Be great if every day was like this for Holly, because it would really obviously showcase what it's all about. But even if every day is not like this, Holly is just a wonderful, wonderful, I guess we'll call it a trading partner. And again, with me in the room and the other traders in the room helping everybody along, plus the 4 webinars we have every single week, we really, really pride ourselves on supporting our product. So anyway, want to get back to the room. So thanks for listening, and I hope to see you in our trading room tomorrow. Bye-bye.